Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to pay off your credit card quickly.
Depends on how much you owe, right? But it works.
It works for us, so hopefully it works for you guys. You know, we've been going through this financial journey, financial independent, retirement early type of stuff in I don't know how long, in the past few years, and these are the tips and pieces that we find out. And I figured, you know what, if you want to pay off your credit card, you're bound to be, I guess that's the first step.
Basic.
Yeah.
I think it's it's not only credit card, it's how can you do saving, how can you save for a particular item or goal.
For us, we don't believe in using a credit card, but if you do have a credit card and you need to pay that off and you want to get rid of it as quickly as possible, this might be some tips and tricks that might help you guys
to achieve that goal.
Yeah. So the first one will be budgeting and prioritizing your spending. So for us, when we had the credit card, we realized that I gotta pay interest.
Yeah.
Why would I want to pay that? Why would I want to give them more?
If you can pay it off, of course.
Yeah.
If you have enough cash in your bank, then you pay off your credit card. You don't just accumulate for paying bank. You got a friend did that, right? Why? Unfriend. But now, you know, when you're looking at budgeting, if it's not in your budget from your income, then you shouldn't be spending more. I mean, credit card it's literally, hey, how can I achieve that product now and pay it later with an extra? You end up paying more, and you know, for whatever that particular item. Yeah. So prioritizing your budgeting, it helps a lot, because that way, if it's not in your budget, then it doesn't fit. Yeah. If your income, let's say, you know, $1,000, you already budget how you expend your $1,000, and a shiny item coming in, it won't work.
It won't fit.
Yeah. So anyway, you have to cut out any unnecessary expenditure. So I think nowadays the most tempting is the food delivery and car sharing cost.
I think it's because
that's how I see it.
Yeah, because we're getting email marketing. Your app is it give you a notification. Hey, it's a special on this particular restaurant. Yeah. You know, hey, it's Friday. Here's lunch special or dinner special. We get that all the time. But we don't. We don't really have enticement.
I think at best we do delivery maybe once or twice a year.
If you're lucky.
And since lockdown, we couldn't go restaurants, so we didn't spend any. Yes. So we save. Well, we already frugal, but we actually save a lot more. We just use the money to spend on more grocery and buying better quality food. Next one is consolidate the debt if you can, or do balance transfer. It can, if you can do, I did balance transfer once. It actually eliminate your interest rate for 6 months.
Yeah.
But only if you can pay off everything in 6 months. Otherwise, after the 6 months, they may charge you even higher interest rate.
I used to do that, and I did the same thing when in my early 20s, let's say. We have a balance of, let's say, $5,000 or so. I did a balance transfer over 12 months, and I was committed just throwing every single dollar.
12 months? That's pretty generous. Mine was only six or 9 months.
6, 9, 12 months, whatever it is. I was just trying to hammer it. And then if within that 12 months you still have a balance to carry forward for whatever reason, then I transferred again to 0% credit card.
To another one?
Yeah, and just keep on hammering it again.
The thing is, you do this way only if you know you can pay off your car within that period.
But once you pay it off, that's it, chop.
Yes, yes. I did it. It's only because I didn't want to spend my cash. I had cash. I didn't pay interest eventually.
Yeah.
I just want to drag it.
So, and if you can't get the 0% balance transfer, I'm sure you can get somewhere like a balance transfer with about half.
I think some people they consolidate with a home loan.
Some of them do.
Depends on the bank.
Yeah, some of them do.
But I don't think it's a good idea personally, because once you put it in home loan, you close your eyes and you forget about that.
And it's over 30 years instead.
It's worse.
It's worse.
The interest rate charge one is the interest
higher interest, like based on the percentage. But the other component is the time. The longer you pay, the higher the interest rate it is.
I remember going to a teller, like this is like about 10 plus years ago. Went to a teller and I asked them, hey, I'm having financial difficulty and need to pay this personal loan. It's not like I don't want to pay it off. I am still committed, but
so
can you please, please help me out. And the teller or the person in the bank branch mentioned to me, have you ever considered getting a home loan? Like, I'm there, I'm asking you to help me out, but instead you wanted me to get
maybe he's in the home loan apartment.
Maybe. But I was gobsmacked. It's like, hang on a second, if I get a home loan, that means my debt load is going to go a lot more higher. I didn't understand that. And then I realized, you're trying to consolidate. You buy a house and you put your credit card in there as well and consolidate in one loan. But it's a bigger amount of loan. And I was in my early 20s, so I wasn't expecting to
Lucky
buy
you
any
didn't
property.
have a home loan.
Yeah. So I'm like, and I walk away. I was like, my God. And till this day, it's still there. I still remember it. So yeah. Another one is other ways how to pay off a credit card quickly would be prioritizing your debt.
We always talk about that and always have this debate. Either way is okay. So either you pay for the high interest debt first, or the other way is to pay on the smallest amount first.
Works out to be, after did my research, it's actually the small amount first.
Is better?
Correct.
Why is that?
Because it's this trigger in your brain feeling like, okay, then let's say if you have 3 credit cards, one of them's $500, the other one's $2,000, the other one's $5,000. You pay off the $500 first.
I'll keep you motivated. Okay,
Correct.
I can do it. Yeah. If I can do that 500, I can do the 1,000.
Correct. So you know, it's in your brain.
It's the mental strategy instead of the number strategy.
Correct.
Because for me, I would pay off the high interest first, because eventually you pay more interest. You just want to eliminate that first.
But your brain literally feelings like, I can physically see it. I'm like, okay, I'm chopping off this credit card. I'm actually closing this account balance. I can do this.
On fire.
You know what I mean? I can do this. If you already done that on the smallest amount, I'm like, okay, so I got this extra income, let's say an extra $100 or something, that you used to be contributing to that small credit card. Like, okay, then I just have to apply the same principle on my second one. And then once you chop that off, close that account, then I can do these two, go to the third one. That's the snowball effect. Even though let's say the biggest balance, the $5,000 balance, it's only, let's say 10%, but the smallest one, the $500 balance, it's at 20. It's the psychological thing.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's how I see it. And I didn't understand it beforehand and go, why would you do that? And I'm like realizing to myself, because, that makes sense.
Correct.
So
okay, next, automate banking. So whenever you receive your money, your PAYG, your income, you just automate to your budget, like back to first point. Your budgeting, your expenditure, for example, your fixed one, your rent, your water, your phone bill or electricity bill. You put them first, then you know how much leftover you have to pay your food or to pay extra into your loan or your credit card.
Yeah. So that goes for us even right now. We still automate a lot of things, and then sometimes when we get a surplus income,
pay the mortgage.
Pay out the mortgage or put it in investment.
Yeah.
The lucky last one would be set up a timeline. So if you have a budget of, let's say you're earning $1,000 and then you have an excess of $100 at the end of the week. Like, okay, then, and you've got XYZ type of consumer debt, credit card debt. You set a timeline, break it down every week, every month.
How much you can afford extra to pay. For example, your income, make it simple, $1,000 a week. Your expenditure is $600, so you left $400. Maybe that $400 you will put extra $200 in there. If by the end of the week you still got extra, then put them in the
on paying off the credit card. So
Exactly.
if you set yourself a timeline, it's sort of like a mental state. Like sometimes like I put down, okay, I need to pay it off by December, but sometimes by August, you actually completed that. Like, oh, okay.
Do it. Yeah.
But if you don't put a timeline, it's like, oh, it's not important enough.
Exactly.
Prioritizing it.
Yeah.
So hopefully this gives you guys understanding on how we actually pay off our credit card quickly.
Yep. Hope you like it, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.